Bring the best of both worlds by combining large-scale battles and full physics, one versus many combat, everything packed into a 30-plus hour sandbox campaign. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the VR Asylum. My name is Paul. Today we're going to be looking at Tales of Glory. So this is basically a medieval slash Skyrim. I guess Skyrim's kind of medieval too, isn't it? Not as in depth, obviously, as Skyrim, but it has its fun parts, and of course it has its bad parts as well too, which we'll be rating at the end of this video. So why don't we check out the insanity that is Tales of Glory. To the left of the courtyard, you will find a leaderboard. To the right of that is a door where you can head out and explore the area. Once you are out there, head to the left and head over to the Noob's Pit, which seems to be the attraction of the area. There's not much else to see, so head on over to the far side of the courtyard, where you can make a failed attempt at picking up a female warrior.
Oh, yeah. Well, hello there. You from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
After your miserable failure, just to your right is a menu. You are now confronted with four main options. Choosing one of these will get you started. In quick battle, your goal is to get across the bridge and raise the flag to accomplish victory.
Charge.
Don't forget to control your units with the thumbstick to set up a strategic pattern to push past the opposition soldiers. In the arena, the goal is obvious. Pick up your favorite weapon, head on out of the weapons room, and get ready for battle.
I think I'm not ready.
Choose a scenario.
All right, light infantry. Answer. Let's try that. What? No.
And fight off the incoming soldiers. One of the harder options is the convoy. In this scenario, you are either defending or attacking a moving unit of goods and soldiers. Select your troops, hop on your horse, and head on out to encounter the enemy.
Yeah. Die. Yeah.
Your encounters must be slow and methodical. Too much haste can get you into trouble.
Where are you going? Alright, so we gotta protect
In
this
escort, the
dude.
goal is to get the king from one end of the
He
map
looks
to
like he's
the
ready
other.
to fight.
But make haste, the
Where's
king
your
tends to
sword?
have a mind of his own.
Where is he going? Hey, don't go anywhere. Everybody, our king needs our help. Follow.
So round up your troops and try and keep ahead of them while you are being attacked by sects of soldiers.
Good job, Luis. Good job. Stupid. What is that king doing? Watch out, king. You're gonna hit. You douche. Uh-oh. No, we're dead. So we're defending.
In the hold place scenario, you must protect your castle for 8 minutes. So make sure your soldiers are all strategically placed for the onslaught of soldiers that are about to attack you.
Get their legs. Oh, that sounded like an earth. Oh my lord. I got his leg caught on that.
To complete infiltration scenarios, you must first find the torch, which is placed in the opposite side of the boat.
Change our suit. Let's do that one.
Be careful, there's soldiers placed in your path.
Just die. Oh, I took his hand off. Oh man, that was brutal. Yes.
After you have found the torch, head up to the back of the boat.
Come here. There we go. Chopping your legs up.
And burn a golden colored cargo. This is going to trigger a big mob. So head on back to the back of the boat and escape with your life.
I wasn't expecting that. I thought I killed everybody. Come on, out of my way. Get out of here, please.
All right, so before we get into the rating and review, we put out 2 videos every week on game reviews like this, product releases, and of course, VR news. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that bell icon before you guys take off today. Okay, so let's talk about Tales of Glory and what my thoughts are on it. So we're gonna put this in 2 categories. First, the good and the bad. In terms of ease of just being able to pick this game up and get going, it was excellent at that. You walk down into the courtyard as you've seen before, and you pick something out of the menu. Now, there is actually 5 options here, or sorry, 7 options, I believe. The actual scenarios that you've seen in this video, as well as the customized gameplay as well too. The game was also really challenging. So as soon as you got into the game, you really had to concentrate on strategically placing your soldiers in areas or in groups that made the most sense for the scenario. There was an issue with that though, and I'll get to that in the bad part of this review. And one of the biggest things, if not the biggest thing I liked about this the most, was the killing mechanics. So when you hit guys in certain areas, they reacted properly to it. So if you were chopping the legs down, they would put their shields down or avoid you at all costs in that area so that you could adjust your attack. So I thought that was really cool. Also, the killing itself was actually a lot of fun. I know that sounds weird, but it was a lot of fun. If you hit people in certain areas and their legs broke, you could hear it crack and you could hear the person scream louder than they normally would. I know that sounds brutal, but it definitely makes the game much more enjoyable. And no, I'm not sadistic. I just truly like games that have realism in there. If you want to take out frustration, this is a good game to do it in. Which brings me to the next point that was part of the good part of this game, and that was that the controls are actually really hard to get your units going. If you're in battle, I'd prefer if you could use your voice to send your troops out. So, you know, say a command like archers and then give them the command that they have placed in the game. But you actually have to use your thumb pad to switch back and forth from follow to attack or rush or whatever command it is that you're giving. And that was difficult at a lot of times because you've got huge amounts of soldiers coming in at you, attacking you at the same time, and you're trying to control your guys, and they're running off. As you've seen in the game, they just take off every once in a while. I don't know why. I mean, I know we're in trouble at that point, but they didn't have to take off. They could have helped me out. And the last thing that actually drove me crazy about this game, and I think it's going to hurt it in the end. I know it's been around for a while. I know this is just a new update for it, but the fact that when you get hit by a sword or an axe and it shakes you when you're fighting against these guys, it makes the game look like it's glitching out. And that can really affect the game, as I said before, because with new players, they already get sick in VR. So we're trying to get away from that as much as we possibly can, because I truly believe that is what's going to make VR jump to the next level. Anyway, so let's give this thing a rating. I'm going to give it 3 straitjackets out of 5, and the reason for that is because this game is good for just picking up a scenario and getting going right away. Let me know in the comments if you guys have played this and if you agree on my rating. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please hit the like button if you did, and we'll see you next time on VR Asylum.